When stocks start to crash, retail traders have the deer in the headlights problem. They freeze. They don't know what to do. They don't have a plan. However, when stocks start to sell off hard, they start to crash because of fear and irrational selling in the market. That's when it's time to strike. We have to be the shark. When there's blood in the water, we are the shark. The stocks that we want to invest in for long-term growth, they're the seal. We're the great white shark swimming below the seal, stalking it. It's our prey. When it's crashing down and it hits that price that we want to get invested at, we strike. We swim up and we crush that seal and we get into that stock at a discounted price point. When the market is extended, when the stocks that we own are trading at all-time highs, take some money off the table. Put that money on the sidelines and keep it there for days like this, for weeks like this. When the stocks we want to own start to crash, we pull that cash off the sideline and we invest it, and that's where long-term growth can really come from, is getting these blue chip stocks that we all love at these discounted valuations. What's good, all my trader and investor homies? It's your boy Kevin from Touchdown Trades, your trading BFF, your stock market bestie. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down the EV sector, talking about the EV pullback, and more specifically talking about 4 of my favorite EV auto manufacturers, and talk about my personal investing plan with these stocks, where I'm looking to get in, and putting a price target on these stocks. We're going to be talking about Workhorse, Hyliion, Tesla, and NIO in today's video. We're going to be analyzing these EV auto manufacturers and talking about whether they're a good deal or we should stay away and there's further selling to come. But before we get into these EV stocks, I do have a favor to ask of you, my trader and investor homies. Can you please just destroy that like button for me? I really do not like the like button. I put a ton of time and effort in these videos, and all I ask from you guys is, can you please just destroy the like button for me? Give it the snake eye jab, kick it in the huevos, karate chop it in the jugular. I don't care what you do, just destroy it, please. All right, let's talk about the EV sector and what stocks that I'm looking to buy at a discount right now. As always, let's secure that bag by making smart investments, sound trades, and let's get it. All right, all my trader and investing homies out there, let's get it, and let's talk about 4 of the top EV stocks and what I'm looking to do with these and where I see them going over the next few weeks and months. Let's start things off with Tesla, the leader of the pack, and what kind of sparked this whole EV sell-off was Tesla's battery day. I actually think Tesla's battery day was a win for Tesla long term, but investors in the big money is kind of selling off after battery day. It's a buy the rumors, sell the news kind of effect, and we got a pretty heavy sell-off in Tesla after battery day. It brought the entire EV market down with it, as well as the overall stock market has been selling off the past few days, which hasn't helped either. So let's start off by breaking down Tesla, and I'll talk about my investing plan with this Tesla stock. Okay, so we have sold off pretty hard, but we're initially holding this very important 350 level, and we've got a nice bounce off of that level. We started the day down big, and we're actually up about 3% on the day as of right now. I actually believe battery day was a long-term win for Tesla because they're going to start producing their own battery cells in-house. If you're familiar with the EV market, you're a big EV investor like I am, you know that the most important thing for these EV auto manufacturers are the batteries. And these EV companies are literally fighting over batteries. There's a shortage of battery cells. And the fact that Tesla in 2 or 3 years is going to be manufacturing their own battery cells is huge news. They'll be able to supply their own batteries. The supply chain problems are gone. They'll be able to control cost and quality, which is absolutely huge news and could send Tesla stock to the moon. My personal investment plan with this Tesla is to buy any pullbacks. I wanted to get long towards this 350 level today, add to my already existing position. I missed it. I missed that sell-off this morning. I wasn't at my trading station and I missed it. I do have a current position open with like a 280 price average. So I'm looking to add on any dip back towards 350 per share. I think Tesla's trading over $500 again before the end of the year. Probably my favorite EV auto manufacturer from a long-term standpoint. One of these stocks that I'm looking to hold forever, as I see trading over a few $100s a share in the next few years, is this Workhorse stock, ticker WKHS. I've done several dedicated videos to Workhorse. You guys know I'm a big believer in the company, as I think they are the only legit company getting into the EV last mile delivery, and I think they're going to be able to establish themselves as the leader of that little niche, as the leader of that little last mile EV sector, and I think Workhorse is going to go to the moon. We have had some significant selling in Workhorse. Once it broke that $30 level, it really sold off hard with the overall EV sector, and we actually came down and hit $20 a share today. I added yesterday at $23, so I'm about break even on that add. I had a position with an average cost of $14, so my average cost went up to about 17 bucks or so. So I'm sitting pretty good with my overall position, and I'll continue to add on any dips as I see long-term value in Workhorse. I still think they get the USPS contract. It's supposed to be announced in the next couple days before the end of the fiscal year. I've heard rumors that if it isn't announced before the end of the fiscal year, all these companies in the running for the contract have to go back to the negotiating table with the USPS. I'm not sure if that's a fact or not. And even if Workhorse doesn't get the USPS contract, I'm still buying the pullbacks because I still think the long-term potential is absolutely huge for Workhorse. I am aware of the risk that there's going to be a sell-off if they don't get the USPS contract, but I'm just going to use that as an adding opportunity, and I'm still a big believer that they're going to get the contract, so we're just talking about what if at this point. I see this Workhorse trading above $50 a share, no problem, if they get the USPS contract. I think $50 a share is still low if they get the USPS contract. That's why I'm willing to buy these dips and hold through these pullbacks and not take profit up here when I was up over 100% on my position. I only sold a small piece of my position up there at $30 a share. I was still holding 75% of my position when we got this gigantic pullback, and I added that 25% that I sold out of back at $23. I see Workhorse trading at $50 a share after the USPS contract is announced. Workhorse has been hiring a ton of new employees, and that makes me think that they believe they're going to get the contract, and I believe they're going to get the contract. The next one we're going to talk about is Hyliion, ticker SHLL, still trading under Tortoise Acquisition Corp. We get the merger vote in just a couple days, so some big things coming for Hyliion stock. Before we talk about Hyliion though, check out the link for the 2-week free trial for our chat and alert service down in the description below. It helps the channel out, and if you want to get my real-time buy and sells and trade alerts, you can try it out for 2 weeks, no risk. If you like it, keep it. If you don't, cancel it, no risk at all. All right, let's talk about Hyliion. It's been extremely volatile. Look at the intraday 5-day, 5-minute chart on this stock. I mean, look this morning, what it did this morning. It freaking tanked this morning. It sold all the way off from over $43 a share to $33 a share. $10 sell-off, and then it has reclaimed all of that move. Just absolutely crazy volatile roller coaster day for this Hyliion stock. You guys know I am a big bull on Hyliion because I think they're going to be able to use this hybrid powertrain solution as a bridge to total electric. I know some people are skeptical on the hybrid solutions, the powertrain solutions, and they think that total EV is the future. I also believe that total EV is the future, but I believe that these big trucking companies, these big trucking fleets are going to be skeptical on EV off of the jump. These guys are guys who drink their coffee black, no cream, no sugar. They're hard You know what I'm saying? And they're going to be thinking that they don't want to jump right into total electric because they're just going to be skeptical about it. And I believe Hyliion's going to be able to use the hybrid natural gas fallback as a bridge to sell to these big fleets to get them to slowly progress to total electric. And I see Hyliion doing big things, and I know they're going to move to total electric sometime in the future, so I'm not worried about that. I initiated my Hyliion position way back here at about $23 a share on this day when it pulled back, and I'm still currently holding. I almost added today when it came down and tested this very important $35 level, and that's what we held support right there, and we rocketed back up and reclaimed everything we lost today almost. Currently down about 4% on the day, but we were down absolutely huge on the day, almost 20% we were down earlier today. So I see Hyliion holding that $35 level and kind of retesting the highs. If we do get a retest of the highs, I will sell some of my position as bears make money, bulls make money, and pigs get slaughtered. If you are greedy, you won't make money investing long-term in the stock market. If you're up 100%, take some profit off the table, even though there's going to be a lot of hype when the merger goes through and this starts trading under the new ticker symbol. We got to take some profit off. I believe that. And when we get a bounce back towards 50, I'm going to take a little bit off the table. We're going to wrap things up with this NIO, NIO is the ticker symbol. If you've watched my videos in the past, you know I'm not a big believer of this NIO long term. I know I'm going to get some grief for this in the comment section down below, but my reasoning on this is I think it's going to be hard for NIO to get out of China, to get into the United States, to get into Europe because of their ties with the Chinese government. If they buy the Chinese government out or the Chinese government steps out of their position, then I think it's a different story. We just saw what happened with TikTok. And some NIO backers are going to say they don't need to get out of China, they don't need to get out of Asia in order to be a gigantic company. And that's true. But that just limits the growth potential. It limits the upside when you're just selling your cars in one country. If Tesla wasn't in China, Tesla would be a completely different company trading at a smaller valuation. So sure, NIO can be a behemoth in China, but I see their long-term value as limited if they can't get the Chinese government out of the company. But this chart, let me tell you, this chart is setting up beautiful short-term swing trade. If we're just talking about the next few weeks or a month or so out, I'm willing to get long this NIO stock for a short-term swing trade because this is one of the most beautiful charts I've seen in a minute. We take the next level up, we build support, we take the next level up, we build support, and we're currently building support, and I think this thing's about to break all-time highs and head to $22 or $23 per share here in the short term. So yes, I'm willing to take a stake in NIO just for a little short-term swing trade and not as a longer-term investment, just because I see their growth outlook as limited. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button for me. It helps me out tremendously. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. We drop a video every single day talking about the hottest stocks in the market, and I also have a couple swing trading and investing videos every single week where I talk about the stocks that I'm buying at that moment. Also, check out the link for the private Discord chat in the description below if you want to get my buy and sells in real time. There's a 2-week free trial in the description. I love every single one of you guys. The channel's growing fast. Y'all are my trading BFFs, my investing homies. I love you guys forever and ever. Until next time, peace.
Drop.